In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I... If it isn't my... Moby. I thought I... If it isn't... Moby.
Salutations and felicitations.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers. Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Attention, Big Mountain. This is an urgent message. If you happen to see a gecko... Echo... Echo? Echo... Echo... Echo...
Commencing attack on hostile target. Warning, hostiles in area. Engaging hostile target. Engaging hostile target.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter array antenna, are you? You won't succeed. Not if my lethal robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
Your attempted escape is only making things worse for you. For your safety, please take cover until the lawbreaker is dealt with.
Well done, Lobotomite. Soon the technologies will be safe.
Intruder, return what you have stolen from X2.
it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today? We're okay on Stimpaks. Med-X reserves empty. Do you like me? Data collection. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today? Stimpak Data Collection Day online. Please use the terminal below to begin user synchronization. No more Med-X to kill the pain. Do you like me?
Hello, ma'am. My program
This one looks
requires
pretty
that I
tough.
try to kill you. Running. I'm afraid my programming requires that I try to kill you.
Is dealt with. Sneaking done. Fighting now. Cessation of hostilities complete. Sneaking
Please, don't
done.
take this
Fighting now. That's too bad. Those robots would normally help defend us and the facility if we're attacked. This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us. Cessation of hostilities complete. Uh-oh. Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.1. Boot damping sensors online.
X-13 breached? No. Even that stealth suit won't hide you from my rebel Scorpion army. Sting the intruder, my pets. Sting them until they are stupid.
Mean robot bugs. Mean robot bugs.
Roll, Scorpion, attack!
Half a stim pack.
You're no match for science.
Was that all?
Retrieved two, count them, two of the three technologies. You're no match for science.
This one looks pretty tough.
You think that oral stealth suit will keep you hidden from me? Think again!
Hiding over. What is this place? Are we outside? Uh-oh. No more metal. Was that all? What is this place? Are we outside? Oh no, we're out of medics. That's all. Ready, steady, fire. I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr.
Ready,
Principal
steady,
Boros.
fire.
You may know me as Big Head Chief First Researcher at C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the heart
That's all.
of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula hook. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador.
This one looks pretty tough.
It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda.
Please take this. I don't want you to die.
Series of detentions. Can you spell detention?
This will keep you on your feet.
Spell it. Death tension. Commie Pico traitors. Oh. Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors
Okay,
out.
I'll go away.
They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time. Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal. You know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs Z9 and Z14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula. Explain enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is the most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detention. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie Pico trainers. Oh! Now, we'll send vicious cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time. Richie likes balls. Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal.
Ready, steady, fighting.
You may know me as the head chief first researcher tarantula. Nice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly
This will keep you on your
have been
feet.
subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? Detention. Coming eco traitors? Now I dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school.
Does that feel better?
All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump to your desk. Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detention. I'll tell you how I spell it. Detention. Commie eco Attention, students.
Time to
This
fight.
is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell Detention. Commie eco traitors. Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned you down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump to your desk. Hold your... You're to the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far. The residential test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason? Oh, yes! My pet! to visit. Climb water, all right, boy? Let the intruder dig it up wherever you buried it. Stop it. So was it the frequency? Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Morpheus! Our lobotomite, 3. Dr. Mobius, 0. If you think braving the cyber dogs of X8 makes you brave, intruder, it is no use. All cyber dogs are under my command, and they will bite you. Did you retrieve? I'm...
no match for science. See you. Now I end you. Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and take your rad X now. The X-42 giant robo-scorpion is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is Mobius!
Yo! Hello!
Depth perception is a... I have all sorts... Really? That Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a... You see... Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I...
Are you coming? Please tell me. We would.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary.
Programming requires the
You require some addition. The lobotomite. Blast it with a radio beam. Hurry up, fire this thing. Resisting. Behold the power of science! The lobotomite.
You should really see the...
Klein's an impatient man. Money! Take it! Not the monitors! Or the shell!
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the Courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with the whole thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink was strangely silent, which it had never been in previous years. The lack of personality modules made the base lifeless and sterile.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the Courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the Courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subjects' movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The Courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the Courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The Courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sync sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone. Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
Harold?